Hello, our AI updates, artificial intelligence updates, January 17th, Friday, our regular weekly updates. A lot of exciting developments. So this year is or will be a year of agents. And the first update is coming from China. There is a company I never heard of called Minimax. Well, actually, company is called Minimax. Yeah, I guess Minimax. So they came up with a new model called Minimax 01. The good thing is that up to 4 million tokens context length. The model is big, 456 billion parameters. It is open source, so you can download it in multiple places. For example, on Hugging Face or GitHub. There is an archive article describing it. They're reasonably priced if you go to their website and start using their API. It is comparable with GPT-4o, with Claude 3.5 Sonnet, but it provides much longer context length. They also have a vision model. They have a whole bunch of models. And this company is in Shanghai, China. Next is, and by the way, there are so many companies now in China and creating great models and slashing prices, driving prices down. Sky T132B preview. So this is model coming from University of California, Berkeley, and it is open source and it's reasoning model. So it matches or exceeds an earlier version of OpenAI's O1 on several benchmarks, math and coding, competing with the OpenAI 01, fine-tuned on Alibaba Qwen to 532B model. So it's not a big model, right? But what's interesting, training took just 19 hours and cost around like $450. And it's close, performance close to OpenAI's O1. This is, again, amazing. Uh, yeah, I really like the Fireship YouTube channel, Jeff Delaney, and this particular video where he talks about the future of technology and gives the overall overview. His videos are usually very short and very engaging. So he talks about rise of AI reasoning models like OpenAI O3, AI agents, rise of robots, tech job market, growing demand for programmers who can use AI. Yeah, this is true. If you position yourself as AI programmer, then there are a lot of jobs. Uh, brain chips first installed in real humans in 2024, so last year. Apple Vision Pro, quantum computing, Willow chip. So this is kind of overview what happened in 2024. Use of Rust in the military, slowdown in the development of new JavaScript frameworks, cryptocurrencies, well, Bitcoin grew to 100,000, a growing anti-cloud movement among many businesses. Okay, AI agents with memory. This is by Mervin Praison, so this is his photo. Maybe you recognize him. I really, really like his channel, and what he does, he puts some complete projects and he puts them on his GitHub. So it's github.com, Mervin Praison, Praison AI. So I highly recommend to follow. So now it's how to build agents with memory. AI agents may soon surpass people as primary application users. So when you're developing system, you should think, well, who will use your system, people or AI? Codestral. Mistral, it's a French company. They came up with a new version of their Codestral model, which is designed for coding. So it's a state-of-the-art model, but it's actually quite small. It's 22 billion parameters. It supports more than 80 programming languages and 256 kilotokens length, which is good enough for coding. And they also have another version, which is Codestral Mamba, which uses a little bit different technology under the hood, but it's very small, but comparable with the 22 billion parameter, the main model. Llama V1, visual reasoning. So this is coming from Arabic world, United Arab Emirates, right? So they come up with this model. You see it on GitHub. It uses step-by-step reasoning for general vision questioning, answering mathematical scientific reasoning, handling language hallucinations and visual illusions, and fine-tuned on this model, Llama 3.2 11B Vision Instruct. Yeah, so this is great. So you can give it images and it can describe them, it can extract information from them. I tried to put together a list of different models and how many parameters they have, just to give overview. So there used to be GPT-2, which was 1.5 billion parameters. Then GPT-3 was released by OpenAI, and they claimed that they had 175 billion parameters. And then GPT-4 was like 10 times bigger, so it's 1.7 terabyte. But then they create smaller versions of them. GPT-4o is estimated more than 200 billion, so you see, but it's much smaller than GPT-4. O1 mini is about 100 billion parameters. O1 preview, 300 billion parameters. Gemini 1.5 Pro, it's more than 200 billion. Claude Sonnet, which is my main go-to over the last several months, it's 180 billion parameters. Llama 3 came with different sizes. The largest is 405 billion parameters. And then Chinese models, which come with different sizes. Quen's largest model used to be 110 billion. It was Qwen 1.5. The more recent one, Qwen 2, is the largest, is 72 billion parameters. But then we have Minimax O1, which is 456 billion parameters, and DeepSeek V3, which is the champion, it's 771 billion parameters. Very interesting, and well, models get bigger, models get cheaper. At the same time, you have smaller models. Next, GPT tasks. So this is a new functionality in ChatGPT where you can tell it, remind me to buy groceries tomorrow at 10, give me daily weather report at whatever, and it will remember it and it will remind you. So good. NVIDIA, there was an interview with NVIDIA CEO and he was talking about robots. And this is another funny video where the robot is walking on the street. So next, Metagene AI, detect bio threats. So people discussing that AI now can actually build bio weapons, or in this case, Metagen is used for a different purpose. It is designed to detect and monitor biological threats in wastewater samples, like early detection, identify emerging pathogens and anomalies in genetic data. Microsoft restructured internally and they created a new group division called Core AI Platform and Tools. And also they outsourced their 5.4 14 billion parameter model, which is, I guess, good. So it's on Hugging Face under MIT license, which is a very permissive license. Sony, oh, this is interesting. So they created a modeled text to image. What's interesting about this model? So first of all, it is a very small one. It's a little bit more than 1 billion parameters. Next, the budget is less than $2,000. So they developed ways to train the model very, very cheaply, like literally 100 times less money required to train the model. And you see the example of output. So yeah, this is great. This is actually unbelievable. So this is the article and this is the GitHub. So next, OpenAI released the economic blueprint policy proposal. So this is a small document here. You can read it. It's not very big, but the main ideas is that they emphasize importance of US winning the race against China in AI development, need to attract global funds. Blueprint suggests that AI companies should work closely with the government, and stress importance of investing into AI infrastructure. Now, OpenAI re-enters robotics development. So they used to have a division dealing with robots, like solving Rubik Cube, and here, for example, OpenAI, you see this is a hand which solves the cube. Then they stopped it. Now they restarted this. You see, the previous was closed like 4 years ago. This is okay. Next is Reader LM V2. This is good. I think Sander sent it to me. Sander, thank you. So this is an open source project, small model. You see 1.5 billion parameter. It takes raw HTML and it converts it into nicely formatted markdown or JSON. So I think it's excellent. So it does HTML parsing, transformation, text extraction. It is accurate. It can handle long content. This is great, and supports 29 languages. I think this is very practical, very useful. I wish I had this like half a year ago. Andrew Ng wrote a post on Twitter and also sent it in his newsletter. And what he is saying that writing software, there are two pieces, what to write and how to write. How models can now write software themselves, but what to write, it is still important. And so uh, he says that the product managers have a big future because they can hire a lot of AIs to do the software work, but to decide what to do, how to do it, the product. So we still need people for that. And so yeah, you can, if you want, consider becoming a product manager who knows AI and can manage AI systems. Sakana.ai. Well, this is a Japanese company, and this is very interesting. It's a new company in Tokyo, Japan, and they create new kind of models. So they're famous for creating AI scientists. So let me mark it in red. And they wrote an article, a Transformer Squared, Self-Adaptive LLMs. So this is the article, and it's actually also described on their website. So it's a new approach. Well, it gives good results. It's not widely accepted yet, but it's very interesting. Okay, next, Titans, learning to memorize at test time. This is coming from Google. So this is a paper and this is YouTube video explaining it. So the idea, improve attention mechanism in transformers by giving models more human-like memory. So current transformer models have limited context window due to quadratic cost. Titan's solutions, inspired by human brains, introduces multiple memory modules, short-term, long-term, meta-memory, and so on. Surprise mechanism, like when people memorize things which suddenly happens and surprise them. Forgetting mechanism, memory incorporation. So it's very interesting. So these are the links. Next, Francois Collet and Mike Knopp. Francois Collet is a giant. It's a tremendously respected person. He left Google some time ago. He's the father of Keras, which is like a front end to Google's TensorFlow, which is a big deep learning framework. So he is known for Keras. He's known for creating an ARC Prize Foundation to like test different models on their ability to think. And now he created a new company, a new lab, research lab, which is called NDIA. So ND is building frontier systems that blend intuitive pattern recognition and formal reasoning into a unified architecture. Well, we will see. So they just formed the company. But again, Francois Collet, it's absolutely legend. Llama AI Ray 2 video generative model. This is good. I mean, this is really good. Here, this is an example of the video, and the quality is amazing. Yeah, this is something. Uh, So these are the links. You can explore this new model. Now, AI for education. Okay, I will turn it off. So this is very interesting. So this is coming from Africa, from Nigeria. So they used AI to work, hold on a second, with students, especially with students who couldn't learn well. So what they found that in just few weeks, students achieved as much as equivalent to 2 years of traditional education. So absolutely amazing results, and it shows that people who use AI do very fast uh, progress, and that we as professionals, let's say programmers, software engineers, if we are not using AI, like we're crazy. So we need to use definitely AI to, at least to educate ourselves and know the right way of doing things. Okay, 2025 is shaping up to be a pivotal year for AI agents. AI models have advanced significantly, reasoning, decision making, greater personalization, and so on. About half a year ago, when I was playing with agents, actually more than that, what we found that agents can get into infinite loops. They cannot really think, so they were too primitive. But now the models become better and better, and I think we're at about like change where we can trust the model enough to manage the process. So yeah, the tools and platforms for developing, deploying AI agents are becoming more user-friendly, accessible to business. Yes, businesses are increasingly looking for ways to automate, improve efficiency, reduce costs, and focus on shifting from experimental AI projects to real-world deployments that solve specific business problems and deliver tangible value. Yes, this is happening. This is happening right now, and that's why businesses want to hire people to do it for them. So AI job market is good. Google Workspace now includes AI features. So they used to ask people to pay additional $20 a month to have AI features in Gmail, Docs, and so on. Now they include it for free, but they increase the price a little bit. So if you're a company and you're paying for Google Workspace for your people, so let's say you have startup with 10 people and you were paying $12 per user per month, so now you'll be paying like $14 per user per month. But all the workspace applications will have AI in them. Step 2 LLM from Step Fun. Okay, this is interesting because I never heard about this company, but I looked at the leaderboard and I see this model which behaves really well. So I started Googling it and I found this is a Chinese company. Their website doesn't even have any sentence in English. It's all in Chinese. But a company called Step Fun, and they created this model. So the company is in Shanghai, and they actually have a whole bunch of models. And this model, the specific model, Step 2, it is a trillion parameter model. So it's a huge. Oh, I should have included it in the list of other models. So it's the biggest, and it's open source. So it's the biggest model so far. It's, or maybe it's not open source. Sorry. Well, coming from China, mixture of experts. It's ranked very highly. A notable first trillion parameter mixture of expert model from Chinese company. Yes, and there are some other models. There are previous step 1.5V and oh no, this is multimodal. This V means video. Okay, and so this is their platform. So you can go there, and I guess here you can select the model and you can run them. Anyway, next is El Capitan supercomputer. So here is San Francisco, San Jose, and this is the location of this supercomputer. Was built by Hewlett Packard, and yeah, it's the largest at the moment. It has 11 million CPU and GPU cores, and so this is more technical description of this marvel, and okay, and it's using some sort of gray architecture, like uses combined. Where is it says? Okay, Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. Uh, anyway, so this is this supercomputer. Next, crowdsourced arena leaderboard, updated a couple days ago, and you see the red spots mark Google, and yellow mark OpenAI. So this is for English queries on the left and for coding on the right. So Google and OpenAI definitely dominate. The blue one is Claude, my favorite. And you see on the left for English queries, Claude even made the first page. There are a lot of models coming from China. This is XAI. This is Elon Musk's company, so it exists here, didn't get here. Okay, and green open source. So you see DeepSeek V3, which is the very big open source from China. So it's pretty high. And for coding, yeah, it's also DeepSeek. And Claude 3.5 Sonnet actually, okay, these are different versions. Right, so this is from summer and this is from October. You see 2024, October 22. Yeah, so that's probably why I'm using it, because I like it. It doesn't have the latest packages and the latest versions. So for that, I would go for Gemini or maybe ChatGPT or definitely Perplexity. I love Perplexity. Anyway, next is jobs in demand. I didn't finish this slide, but if you go on Google and just look for AI jobs, you will see a lot of them, and also on LinkedIn. Anyway, this is me, and thank you.